All right, everybody, how are you doing today? Good, I'm doing great. So, I was thinking about relationships the other day. You know how that goes. One minute you're making a sandwich, the next you're pondering the complexities of human connection. It's a whole thing. And it got me thinking about all the signs we see. Welcome to the ultimate showdown of relationship dynamics. Red flags versus green flags. It's like traffic lights for your heart. You've got the red lights that scream, "Stop! Danger ahead! Probably shouldn't have sent that third text." And then you have the beautiful, glorious green lights that say, "Go for it!" This person remembers your coffee order and doesn't leave wet towels on the bed. It's a wild ride, isn't it? We've all been there. You meet someone and you're trying to figure out if they're a keeper or if you should, gently and politely run for the hills. Is their love for collecting porcelain cats a charming quirk or a sign that you'll one day be outnumbered by feline statues? It's a fine line, people. A very, very fine line. Today, we're going to break it all down. We're going to look at the good, the bad, and the oh honey no of dating and relationships. We've got 10 different types of couples, from the ones who are basically a walking, talking red flag to the ones who give us all hope that true love isn't just something they invented for movies. So, get comfortable, maybe grab a snack, or, if you're in a complicated relationship, maybe something stronger. No judgment here. We've all been there. Let's dive into the quirks and qualities that make or break a relationship. We're going to laugh, we might cry a little, and hopefully, we'll all learn something about navigating this crazy little thing called love. Or at least we'll learn what not to do, which is just as important, if not more so. Let's get started. First up, we have a classic couple you might know. I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. X. Oh, you know them. They're the couple that just can't let go of the past. It's like their relationship has a ghost, and that ghost's name is Jessica from college. Every story starts with, well, my ex used to, or this one time my ex and I. It's like they're trying to build a new house on top of an old haunted foundation. And you're just standing there, holding a hammer, thinking, I don't think this is structurally sound. You try to be cool about it, you really do. You nod and smile, but inside you're screaming, I am not in a throuple with your past. It's a tricky situation, because maybe they think they're just sharing stories, but really, they're inviting their ex to every single date. You go to dinner and bam, the ex's favorite dish is mentioned. You watch a movie and whoops, that was the ex's favorite actor. It gets to a point where you feel like you know the ex better than you know your own partner. You start to wonder if you should send them a holiday card. It's a giant, waving, crimson red flag, people. A relationship should be about the two of you, moving forward, not constantly looking in the rearview mirror at what used to be. Unless you're driving, then you should definitely use the rearview mirror. Safety first. Alright, let's talk about a big one, a really big one. Mr. and Mrs. Adultery. Now this isn't funny, but the situations people get into can be, well, unbelievable. This is when loyalty takes a back seat or maybe gets left at a bus stop a few towns over. It's the ultimate betrayal, the et tu brute moment of a relationship. One person thinks they're in a committed monogamous partnership, and the other person is, well, they're collecting partners like they're Pokemon. And you know what they say? Gotta catch 'em all. Except, in this case, it's not cute, and there's no victory music. It's just heartbreak, and a lot of awkward phone calls. The excuses are always something, aren't they? It just happened. Or, we were on a break. Which, let's be honest, has been debatable since the 90s. The sneaking around, the secret phone calls, the sudden need to work late every single Friday night. It's like they're living a double life and you're the unsuspecting character who has no idea they're in a spy movie. This is more than a red flag, this is a whole red flag factory working overtime, producing flags of all shapes and sizes. It's a fundamental breach of trust that's almost impossible to come back from. It's a deal breaker, a game ender, a relationship apocalypse. Oh boy. Let's talk about Mr. and Mrs. Jealous. You know this couple. They bring the green-eyed monster to every single occasion. It's not just a guest. It has a reserved seat at the dinner table. It starts small. Who was that who liked your photo? Then it grows. Why is your coworker messaging you after 5 p.m.? Before you know it, you're getting a full-blown interrogation for smiling at the barista who gave you a free muffin. You feel like you're constantly on trial for crimes you didn't commit. Your phone becomes Exhibit A. Your social media is the witness stand. It's exhausting. It's like having a personal security guard you never hired, and definitely don't want. And here's the thing, a little bit of jealousy can sometimes feel nice, like, oh, they care. But there's a line, a big, bright, bold line. When it crosses over into control and suspicion, that's when the red flags start waving like they're in a hurricane. They check your phone, question your friends, and want a minute-by-minute itinerary of your day. It's not about love at that point, it's about possession. And you are not a possession. You're a person who should be able to have a friendly conversation without it turning into a federal investigation. A healthy relationship is built on trust, not a constant state of surveillance. This one's a tough one. Mr. and Mrs. Divorce. This is the couple that reached the end of the road. This is when I do turns into I don't anymore. And sometimes, it's for the best. Sometimes two people are just not meant to be, and parting ways is the healthiest thing they can do. It's the final act for many of the red flag relationships we've talked about. The constant fighting, the broken trust, the growing apart, it all leads here. It's a painful process full of lawyers and dividing up your music collection, which is just brutal. Who gets the good stuff? It's a serious question, but here's the twist. Sometimes going through a divorce can lead to a green flag later on. I know, stay with me. Someone who has been through it, who has learned from their past mistakes, can be an incredible partner. They know what they want, and more importantly, what they don't want. They're not playing games. They understand the work it takes to build something real. So, while the act of divorce itself is the end of one story, the person who emerges on the other side can be a walking, talking green flag, ready for a healthy, mature relationship. It's all about growth, people. It's about turning a painful ending into a powerful new beginning. Okay, let's lighten it up a little. Or maybe not. Let's talk about Mr. and Mrs. Immature. This is the couple still figuring out how to adult in love. It's like they're playing house, but they forgot to read the instruction manual. Arguments aren't resolved with calm communication. They're resolved with silent treatments, or even worse, by subtweeting each other. You know what I'm talking about. Some people don't know how to appreciate a good thing. Yeah, we all know who you're talking about, Kevin. It's like high school drama, but now you have to pay bills together. Which, by the way, they probably forget to do. Their idea of a serious conversation is sending a meme. Their fridge contains 3-week-old pizza and a single sad-looking yogurt. They avoid responsibility like it's a pop quiz they didn't study for. It can be fun and spontaneous for a little while, sure. But when you need a real partner, someone to face life's challenges with, you find yourself standing next to a giant toddler who can legally drive a car. This is a red flag that might look cute at first, like a puppy, but that puppy is going to chew on your furniture and never learn to clean up after itself. You need a partner, not another dependent. Now this is an interesting one. Mr. and Mrs. Third Party. This is the unexpected guest in a relationship. And I'm not talking about adultery here. I'm talking about the meddling mother-in-law who has a key to your apartment and just wants to help. Or the best friend who is a little too involved, offering their opinion on every single thing, from what you wear to how you argue. Suddenly your two-person relationship feels more like a committee meeting. And your vote only counts for, like, a third. It's a crowded house and you didn't even plan a party. Every decision has to be run by this third person. Let me just see what my mom thinks, or, well, my best friend said we should. It completely undermines the partnership. You and your partner should be a team, making decisions together. When an outside party has that much influence, it's a huge red flag. It shows that your partner doesn't fully trust their own judgment, or worse, they don't see you two as a self-sufficient unit. Boundaries are so important, people. You have to be able to close the door and say, okay, it's just us now. Let's figure this out together. Without that, you're just one voice in a crowd. Alright, let's venture into some modern territory. Mr. and Mrs. Open Relationship. Now this is a fascinating one because it can be a red flag for some and a green flag for others. It's love without traditional boundaries. The idea is that you can have a primary partner but also be free to have romantic or physical connections with other people. For this to be a green flag, the key ingredients are honesty, communication, and consent. I'm talking about radical, 100% crystal clear communication. Everybody involved knows the rules, agrees to the rules, and respects the rules. It requires an incredible amount of trust and emotional maturity. But, and this is a big but, if those things aren't there, oh, it becomes a red flag so fast it'll give you whiplash. When one person agrees to it just to please the other, or when the rules are constantly being broken, it's not an open relationship, it's just chaos. It's cheating with a fancy new name. It becomes a minefield of jealousy, insecurity, and heartbreak. So, is it a red flag or a green flag? It completely depends on the people involved and their ability to be incredibly, almost superhumanly honest with each other. It's not for everyone, and that is perfectly okay. Now we're getting to the good stuff, the stuff we all dream about. Let's talk about Mr. and Mrs. No Heartaches. Now hold on, I know what you're thinking. Ellen, no relationship has zero heartaches. And you're right. That's not what this is about. This isn't about a fantasy world where nobody ever gets their feelings hurt. This is the dream of every romantic, yes, but it's a realistic dream. This is a relationship where both people are so committed to kindness and respect that major heartaches, the big soul-crushing ones, are avoided. They handle disagreements with grace. They don't aim to win fights, they aim to understand each other. This is a giant, glowing, emerald green flag. It's when your partner's main goal is not to cause you pain. They think before they speak, they consider your feelings, they apologize when they're wrong, and they mean it. There will still be little bumps in the road, of course. You'll still argue about whose turn it is to take out the trash, but the foundation of the relationship is so strong and so caring that those little things don't escalate into major crises. It's a partnership where you feel safe, seen, and cherished. This isn't about perfection, it's about intention, and their intention is always to love you well. Building on that, let's give a round of applause for Mr. and Mrs. Mature. This is the couple that has it all figured out. Not because they're perfect, but because they've put in the work. They've graduated from the University of Relationships with honors. They communicate like pros. There's no silent treatment, no passive aggression. If something is wrong, they say, "Hey, can we talk about this?" And then they actually listen to each other. I know it sounds like a myth, like a unicorn, but these couples exist. They are the role models. They're the ones you see and think, okay, that's what I want. They support each other's goals, even when they don't fully understand them. You want to take up competitive cheese rolling? Okay, honey, I'll be at the bottom of the hill to catch you. And the cheese. They have their own lives, their own friends, their own hobbies, but they choose to build a life together. They are two whole people who create an even better whole. This is the greenest of green flags. It's a whole forest of green flags. It's a relationship that isn't just about passion and romance, but about partnership, friendship, and deep, unwavering respect. It's the real deal. And finally, we arrive at the gold standard of love, Mr. and Mrs. Committed. This is the culmination of all the green flags. This is about more than just being in a relationship. This is about a conscious, daily choice to be there for another person, through everything. The good days, the bad days, the "I can't believe you wore that" days. It's about weathering storms together and knowing without a doubt that you have a teammate in your corner. This isn't about a piece of paper or a ring, it's a state of mind. It's a deep-seated belief in us. This couple invests in their relationship. They go to therapy if they need it, they read books, they have date nights, even when they're tired and have been together for 20 years. They don't take each other for granted, they still flirt, they still say "I love you," they remember why they fell in love in the first place, and they continue to choose that love every single day. This is the ultimate green flag. It's a promise, not just spoken once, but lived out in 1,000 small and large ways, day after day. It's the kind of love that lasts, the kind that inspires everyone else to keep swiping, keep trying, and keep believing. And there you have it, a whirlwind tour of the relationship world, from the cringy to the commendable. We've seen the red flags that tell you to hit the brakes, and the green flags that give you the all clear to put the pedal to the metal. It's a lot to take in, I know. It makes you want to go home and give your partner, or your dog, they're great partners, a big hug. Or maybe it makes you want to go home and change your locks. Either way, knowledge is power. The most important thing is to be honest with yourself about what you see and what you deserve. Remember, no relationship is perfect. Everyone has their quirks. I mean, I dance on my show every day. That's a little weird, right? But there's a difference between a fun quirk and a fundamental flaw. It's about finding someone whose brand of crazy matches your brand of crazy, and someone who is committed to building a safe and loving space with you. Whether you're waving a red flag or a green one, remember, every relationship is a journey. Choose your path wisely. And more importantly, choose your travel companion wisely. You want someone who helps navigate, not someone who keeps trying to drive off a cliff. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today and dissecting the beautiful, messy, wonderful world of relationships. I had a great time. I hope you did too, and maybe even learned a little something. Be kind to one another, and be kind to yourselves. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more relationship insights. And if you have a crazy red flag story, leave it in the comments. I read them. All of them. While I'm eating my 3-week-old pizza. I'm kidding, or am I? Bye everybody.